Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be creating this holiday look that you see right here. I'm very happy on how this look turned out. I usually stay away from cool tones, so silver is very scary for me, but I love how it looks so much. I think this might be what I'm wearing this holiday, so we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and add it to our holiday 2017 makeup looks playlist. I will link the playlist down below on the videos that I'm making so far for the holidays. And without further ado, if you guys would like to see how to create this look, then stay right there, don't move, and keep on watching. So to start off, I've already done my eyebrows and I also have an eyeshadow base. I have the Urban Decay Primer Potion on my eyelids just to prevent any creasing. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the NYX Sex Bomb palette, and I'm trying to use as much like drugstore products today that you could easily go to Ulta or something and, you know, go get them in case you don't have time to order anything offline or anything. So NYX is a pretty affordable brand that you can get at Ulta. I think Walgreens carries it and CVS. So I'm gonna take that brow bone color that's right there. I use this brush all the time, you guys. You know, you see it every tutorial. I have it linked down below. It's from Crown Brush. And no, I do not get any commission from Crown Brush or anything of that sort. So I do have it linked in my tool section, I believe. Like I said, I'm going to try to use everything from this palette, but this one doesn't have like a transition brown color, so that's the only one that I'm going to use from my go-to palette, which is this Z palette here, where I use the shadows that I use the most. I'm going to go in with this one right here, which is Wedge, so a neutral medium brown on that fluffy brush, and I'm just going to apply that right into the crease. Alright, so next I'm going to go in with a stiff blending brush like this one, very similar to the MAC 217. It's a dupe for it, again from Crown Brush. I get most of my brushes from Crown Brush. They're really inexpensive and they work just as well. So I'm going to go in with the black eyeshadow that's in there. Wet n Wild also has a great black eyeshadow. I'm going to apply this carefully on the outer corner. And I want to apply just a little bit at a time. We're going to do like an outer V situation here. So create a V, a line that goes into the crease, and a line that goes right along the lash line. Then just gently start sweeping it inwards. Then just tiny windshield wipers right in the crease. Don't go too far in, you kind of want to stop like right where your pupil ends. Nothing farther than that, because then our eyes will be too closed in. So next I want to go in with an eyeshadow base. You either want a gray or a silver. I'm using the NYX Glam Shadow Stick, and this is in the color Luminous Crystal, so it's just like a silver shadow stick. And I'm going to apply that on the lid. And into the inner corner here. Then I'm going to take a small flat brush like this one. It doesn't have to be that small. I'm just going to wipe it off just to make sure it's super clean. And I'm going to take some glitter primer. I'm just going to put that on the back of my hand, just a little bit. And I'm going to put it over top of that silver eyeshadow stick that we just put on. don't like pack it on, just dab it on, because you will lift off a little bit of the shadow stick, but you want to make sure that the glitter that we're going to apply next really sticks. So you just need like a few dabs, nothing serious. And do it as gently as you can so you lift off as little product as possible. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the NYX Roll-On Shimmer in the color Platinum. And I'm going to take that same brush and again roll it on top of the roller ball. This is going to give you more precise application as opposed to like trying to get it on your eye. And just dab it right over where you applied that shadow stick. To blend it into the black, just gently pat a little bit of silver or that platinum pigment over the black. Not as opaque, just a little bit. I'm going to go back into the color Wedge, which is the cool or neutral brown color that we have over here. And then just sweep it right on the edge of the black to make sure that there are no harsh lines. You could even bring it into the crease here. Just moving your brush back and forth. Then just in the inner corner here just a little bit, just so that the blend is a little more seamless, I'm going to take that light gray color that's right next to the black. And I'm just going to bring it right on top of that silver. So that it doesn't go from like silver to nothing, if that makes sense. Alright, as always, I like to go back in and reapply a little bit of the lid color because sometimes you lose a little bit during the blending. So, just go back in, just tap it into the lid, and just stay away from the crease because that's already blended. Next, I'm just going in with with some false eyelashes. I'm using the Ardell 113. So I love these lashes because most of the drama action is happening like on the outer corner, and towards the inner corner they're really tapered. So that's going to allow for your eyeshadow to really show through. As you can see, like the silver is just the star of the show and the lashes aren't really like blocking it or anything. So I really like this style of lash for a dramatic eye. And for foundation, I'm going to try the Matte and Poreless by Maybelline today. I got the color 122. I don't think I've ever tried this one. Matte is not really my style. Oops, I put too much. But I really want to try it because I hear that it gives you a super like smooth finish. So I added quite a bit of strobe cream in there because it's matte, so I'm trying to get some luminosity back into it since I have dry skin. But I hear that it has like a flawless coverage. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that. Should I conceal first? Let me go ahead and conceal first. I'm going to use the Bye Bye Under Eye in the color Medium and just apply that right on my under eye. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with the foundation. I don't think that's going to stay covered. I always try, but it never stays covered. So here we go. And I'm just using a brush just to roughly apply it. I'll probably end up switching to the Beauty Blender. Next, I'm going to go in with a little bit of Shape Tape, and I'm going to apply that just under the eyes, forehead, and chin. I'm going to go in and blend it out with a beauty blender. All right, so now let's go ahead and contour and add a little bit more color and warmth back into my skin since this foundation is so pink. You can see that. It's like not the color for me. So I'm gonna go in with some contour, and I'm using the one from the NYX contour palette, and I forget what color it is, but I'll have it down in the description box below. I'm just gonna go ahead and contour up here my forehead a little bit. If you don't have a big forehead, there's no need to contour your forehead. I, as you can see, have a huge widow's peak, so my forehead goes all the way back here in some areas. That's why I do contour just on top here of my forehead, just to bring it down a little bit. And to get rid of any chins. We only want one. Singular. For powder, I really like the e.l.f. HD powder. This is in sheer, so I believe it's translucent. And I like to set my under eyes with this. So I'm just going to tap out any creases. You always want to look up when you set your under eye. Just grab a little bit and then just tap it right under my eyes. It's going to fill any lines because it does have silicone in there. So it gives you a very nice and smooth looking finish. It's a great powder. The only downside is it will kind of start to clog your pores if you use it too much. I don't know why. So then I'll start to break out a little bit or start to get a little texture. So I only use it on days when I really want to look like super flawless. So I wouldn't use it too often or every day. So I tried the RCMA No Color Powder. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. My skin hates it. It literally looks like cake batter under my eyes. Like cement. It's just... It has talc, so I don't think my skin likes talc very much, so I prefer the silicone-based e.l.f. powder. My blush palette is like all shattered, so can't really lift it, but I'm going to use the CoverGirl Cheekers in a classic pink, which is that one right there. It's just like a nice true pink blush. Alright, so for a highlight, I want something that's a little bit more natural, but since our look is so cool toned, I don't want to use a highlighter that's too warm. So I'm going to go in with the MAC Cream Color Base in the color Pearl. And I'm just going to tap it with my fingers. And just tap it where I would apply my highlight. That's going to give us like a natural glow here, but it's not going to be like blinding. If you like blinding highlights, then I would say go in with a powder on top of it, then it'll be like really intense. I'm also gonna apply a little bit on the cheeks because I feel so matte right now with this foundation. Alright, so for my lower lash line, I'm just gonna take a little bit of the black on a very, very thin brush. And I'm going to put it as close as I possibly can to my waterline. Then in the lower waterline, I'm going to take the NYX Gunmetal eyeliner. I'm going to put that on, and I'm just going to smudge that right on the lower waterline. Alright, then I want to go back in with that like platinum pigment the roll-on shimmer, and I'm just gonna dab that into the inner corner, all the way into the tear duct area. It's gonna go all the way down here. So for the lips, I'm thinking either a nude or a red. I think red would make it a little bit more Christmassy, so it just depends like what holiday you want to use this for. I'm gonna take, this is the Rimmel, where's the color? First Class Nude, and I'm just gonna dab it on my lips because it's very opaque. But it is nice and creamy. Probably how I would wear it, just because I love nude lips. And then the other option is to use the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. This is in the color Monte Carlo. So this is the red lip, and I think this makes it a lot more like Christmassy. So just depending on what holiday you decide to wear this to, you could switch out the lip color. All right, but that's it for this look. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I absolutely love how it turned out. With all that being said, happy holidays, and remember that wherever you go and whatever you do, always leave your mark.